Okay, guys, that was weird. My laptop just shut down. No, something's up with the power. Power. You know, I think I got the power now. Yeah, something. That sucks. Sorry. Hey, I'm back now though. Hmm. I don't know what the deal was on that. Power cord. Sometimes it seems like it wants to charge. Sometimes it doesn't. Yeah. Packed up. It's plugged in now though. Yes. Technology. Yeah. Sometimes. Sometimes I just want to smash it. Just kidding. No, I'm not kidding, really, but. So, yo, power issues. Yeah. For some reason. But I'm back. Yeah, and I wondered, you know, is that all the questions you had? No, I had more, but I was keeping it PG. Like I said, this channel is not made for kids. I just got a new subscriber. Huh? Looks like you're still buffering. Yeah, you have to end that and restart. Yeah, I'm definitely on there. I just got a new subscriber. Thank you, Amber. Hope you enjoy what I do. Sometimes it gets a little crazy, but it's part of it. Let me look. I'll talk to you on there. I got, yeah. Hey. Mr. Jim is here. So part of the cord must not have been like, must have been just a little bit not plugged in, I guess. And I lost the stream, the first one. It's all right. It's Sunday. What are you gonna do? Abby? What, Jim? Yeah, there you are. That's better. Well, let's see. What's my favorite thing to cook? You mean what's my favorite thing to eat or to cook? I they can be different a little bit. Some things can be easier to cook, but not taste as good as another thing that's really hard to cook, but really tastes good. You know what I mean? I'd say I have fun with a deep fryer. I always like using the skillets, the pans. Favorite thing to cook though, as far as eating, as what's good, we sort of went through this in the last one, but I like the burritos. I like the tacos. Uh, Tacos is probably my favorite thing to eat. I mean, everybody loves tacos, right? Uh, the chicken fried steak and the country fried uh, chicken, those are good. They're difficult. They are a little difficult. Um, if it's lagging, it's on your end, XM, I think. Because mine seems to be doing fine. And it's probably you, XM. Probably best friend, whatever. If you're going to ask. But there's a lot of things I like cooking. I mean, I like being on the grill, really. But I also like being in here because it's a little bit more personable in here. I can be up front and you know, whereas out there I'm all over the place. Let's see. There's a couple of things that I want to try more. I do have to revisit the sushi someday. We'll see. Yep. Right back. There he goes. It's pretty much. There's a lot of things that I've cooked that are I did it right. It's not my favorite thing though, and there's a lot of things I cook that are like I did it totally wrong and it's a fail, and obviously then I don't. But for the most part, even sometimes when I fail, It's still good. Still, everything tastes good, but it's just a veil. So, so it all depends on that too. I mean, there's a lot of different variables when you talk about what's a favorite thing to eat or cook. It's kind of like asking somebody, a movie buff, what's their favorite movie. That's that's a hard question to answer. It's well, are you talking about adventure movies or are you talking about comedy movies or drama or there's all kinds of different things. So I like a lot of things. I like to eat a lot of things. Uh, I do like sashimi too. It's good. I mean, I'd like to get a better quality, but it gets into a little money there. Yeah, it's really wide, broad, but like I said, probably if I had to pick one thing, it would probably be tacos. But hey, lobster's really good. Filet mignon's really good. That stuff I had last night, the wagyu, that's rich and just luxurious in a way. But better word is luscious, I should say. It is very good tasting, but because of that, you can only eat so much of it. It's just like the real stuff from Japan, as far as I hear. You get one little steak like this big, and it feeds four people because it's so rich that you can't eat it all. But yeah, I love myself too, XM. Jim, you are. He's at it again. Leftovers. Look at him. Look at him. Just look at him. You guys ever wonder, after I cook on this Saturday night, usually almost the rest of the week is eating what I cooked on Saturday night. I mean, I give some to the R&D staff because they're friends and you know, and I want them to taste my food too. That's the thing about cook, chef, no matter what, you want people to taste your food. That's the biggest. That's the biggest part of it. Sometimes it's like I'll taste it, see what it's like, but I'll give it all away if I feel like it. Let's see what else is there. I mean, when you talk about what's the favorite thing to eat or cook? Again, you have to go to, well, do you mean what's my favorite chicken dish? What's my favorite steak? What's my favorite cut of meat? What's my favorite pork? You can basically go through that too. I mean, fish. When it's cooked right, I do like that swordfish though. But yeah, when you get it from the was sitting on the ice at Price Chopper, the Tapa, you want to cook it that day. Don't let it sit around. Cook it that day. Some reason I knew it was coming. I do plan on doing some more fishing this coming year too, of course, and quite possibly maybe some ocean fishing. That'll be fun. I also still got some turkey leftovers from Thanksgiving, not from last weekend, from last Thursday. Clarify that. Which that breast did come out pretty good, but my sister-in-law Erin cooked a beautiful turkey. She brined it, brine, whatever. She brimed it, but it was good. It was nice and moist and very tasty. You love them little mice, don't you? Let me see it. Oh. You you missed it. It slid right on by it. Favorite spice to use on chicken? Probably have to say Old Bay. Uh, or you can get the McCormick's chicken. It's like the Montreal steak seasoning, but it's made for chicken. That isn't bad. Paprika, smoked paprika is nice. Uh, and those are pretty much spices. I mean, salt and pepper, of course. I put I put salt and pepper on pretty much everything. I think sometimes obviously I limit the salt a little bit depending on the dish, but yeah, probably that Old Bay seasoning is good stuff for fish and chicken. Which it has paprika right in it as well. So usually it's it would be a mixture of a couple different spices. to make up one thing, such as a rub. But obviously, like I always say, salt and pepper is a go-to spice for everything. Spices. SP. And I guess you could call garlic powder a spice, onion powder. But really, I like adding onions and garlic. Garlic. Watch out, Jim. I might have a few. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Screwdrivers. Tito's. Yeah, Tito's. Yeah, hey, there's one. Yes, I did a stir fry. I think I did a while back. It was huge. It was yeah. There was a lot in it. I made way too much. I think I actually had to separate it when I made it. I think it was good as far as I remember. But I'm pretty sure I did a chicken stir fry. Chicken or I don't think it was steak. I think it was chicken. I might have done both. Who knows? But I don't think I added. I don't think I made rice with it though. I don't remember. You have to go back. But I'm pretty sure I remember having a pan full of onions and peppers. and chicken. And I think I made the chicken in a separate thing. But I don't, like I said, I don't remember if I made rice with that either. I should have. If I didn't, that might be something I revisit. There's lots of things that I could revisit. Uh, I take when I butcher up the deer, I'll take the front shoulders. I'll take the front shoulders and I'll cut those into strips, stir fry strips. I don't really like. I don't make stew meat when I cut up the deer per se. I got a lot of stew meat right now that I do have to make a stew at some point to use up what I got in my freezer. But I normally when I butcher the deer, I don't make stew meat. I strip it all out and make stir fry meat. And that's another reason why I do it on my own is because I'm anal about it kind of, and I don't I try to get off all the fat as much as I can. And if I don't get all the silver skin or fat off, that's because I got lazy and I said to hell with it. When I cook it, I'll take this shit off it. So, but yeah, I will some point I will do a stir fry with venison. That ends up being good. So yeah, uh, speaking of liquors and alcohol, I I have gotten yeah I have gotten a lot of a lot of different kinds of things nowadays. The R&D staff XM she'll send me a drink recipe and we'll be like, hey, it calls for vodka, and then I go better get a bottle of vodka, and then I get home and I got 3 bottles of vodka. When it calls for gin, I know how much gin I have because if you're wondering on that, gin and tonic is probably my favorite drink. It's simple. It's it actually soothes my stomach more than upsets it. This stuff and the tea and the mics eventually will start uh, irritating my stomach a little bit. So give me that old stomach ache. But if I switch over to the gin and tonic, it doesn't do it anymore. And then you gotta have the good tonic too. But I got Chambord now. I got all kind. I got a little bit of Jameson left. I just recently got in a bottle of small bottle of Glenlivet 12. I had the Glenfiddich 12. Those are both single malt scotches. They're they're tasty, but it's few and far between when I decide to have any of that. I got a bottle of Everclear. I got a very little bit of Captain Morgan left. I got a lot more other rum though. Oh, and my antivirus protection has expired. Oh, only $30. Yeah, no. I got I got a bottle of Hennessy, uh, Grand Marnier. I mean, all that stuff. You can make a lot of drinks with that, but it's the stuff that's perishable is like if you buy 1 week, you say you want to make screwdrivers or whatever, and you buy a bottle of orange juice, and then you got more orange juice left. You have to drink the orange juice eventually, right? I mean, you can't let it go waste, and that can get difficult. You have to balance all that. So you have to decide what you're gonna use and what you're not gonna use. That's why the gin and tonic is great because gin don't go bad and tonic takes a long time to go bad. And you got lime juice. Any of you out there watching any football? Yeah. Now it's my. I got a question you. Just kidding. But just wondering. I know how my Giants are doing, so I don't really watch. And it's not. It's got nothing to do with any politics, really. It has to do with number one, I don't have TV. Number two, I end up getting pissed off at it. I can't do it. I can't watch it. Oh yeah, Mark. Mark says Giants are up right now. 3-0. Yeah. uh, give the other team the ball. I mean, it'll be 7-3 before you know it. Oh, I'm just awful. See, that's why I can't. Yeah, they're doing awful. They haven't been doing good. They're not in any kind of race for the. They're not in any kind of race for the uh, playoffs or anything like that. You got a gym down here, all sprawled out. I'm telling you, he's a dog. You can rub his tummy. uh, he don't care. So who they playing, Mark? Browns? Let me guess. Browns? If they're up by 3. Dolphins? Uh, well, they're playing. They're up on the Eagles. Ooh. I haven't kept track, so I don't really know how good or bad the Eagles are either, though. So Flag on play. So I do still in the works. I have a little biking video from last year on that them first couple days that it was really warm. I hiked up onto Little Gore and did a little riding. I just gotta splice it together. I didn't. I when I first started this, I kind of thought, hey, I got a I got a nice laptop. I got some software that'll do editing. And I figured I'd be making different things. Yeah, and I'll tell you the truth. The RT's couch. I originally thought maybe I could make a political thing out of it. I quickly said no on that, but then it started on live and oh, we got some. But and that's what it's been. I mean, I always wanted to do a little bit of cooking, but I didn't think about it being this way. But Insano one night said to me, "Hey, you should just go home and go live and go on your grill and start cooking some." And I happened to have uh, pork tenderloins that night, and that's where we went. And this is where we're at now. So the making videos and the editing part has kind of taken somewhat of a back seat to the live for now. I mean, I do want to do one more metal detecting video this year. I think it's going to be in the same spot that I was in last year, but it might have a couple more people, maybe one more people. But yeah, yep. Yeah, because Blood X that's right. I haven't seen that guy post anything in a while. Is he even doing it anymore? Blood X, he was. They had no shame. It was fun to watch, so definitely. They were. I mean, they would fit in perfectly around here. He's on TikTok. I had a TikTok on my other phone. I did a couple videos. I got a thing on TikTok. I show. I was showing my metal detecting finds like every weekend. Every time I go, I'd make a short little video. But you're only allowed a 1 minute video on TikTok. So it's kind of tough. But for just showing what I found for that day, metal detecting, I could easily make a 1 minute video out of it and just throw it on there. So eventually I will do another one of them. You guys decide what I'm cooking. Somewhere's here. I haven't decided yet when, but it's usually spur of the moment. Nice. The temp is coming up quite nicely in your what do you call that? Makeshift building, I guess. I still want one of them things. It's pretty neat. Mark has a big building that you just kind of you basically just throw it up. It's pretty simple. But what is it, Mark? It's fucking yeah, golf room. Yeah. Was it 12 by 20? 12 by 24, something like that. Pretty big. 10-foot ceiling. Yeah, 12 by 20. 10-foot ceiling, right? Right in the center, right? It's pretty. It's nice to play golf in, or simulation golf. If you guys are friends with Mark on Facebook, you would see the video that he put out. Okay, 9-6, yeah. See the video that he put out of him playing golf in his room there. Pretty neat. I'll have to talk to Greener and get him into it. You know, that way I can get a ride over there. So maybe next weekend we'll hook that up. I gotta do some stuff with Cunningham's on Saturday, but maybe next Sunday I might see if I can talk to him into doing that. Typical Sunday though, I'll tell you. The aftermath in my kitchen isn't really that bad. You guys saw at the end of the night, so that's how it stayed pretty much. Except obviously I clean up the knives and I clean the cast iron. You gotta clean the cast iron right after cooking pretty much and dry it off. If you don't, you'll start to get rust, and that's not good for your cast iron. Then you have to go through the whole process with the white vinegar and scrubbing the hell out of it, and then you take the seasoning right off it, and then you have to re-season it. It's a pain in the balls to do it that way. So if you just clean it after you get done cooking with it, dry it off, and I mean there's lots of like traditionalists or whatever you want to call them, anal guys, they'll put water in the pan and keep it heated. Heat that shit right up so the water boils, and that's pretty much the way they clean it. But yeah, do that. But that'll keep me from smashing the thing, right? uh, I'll tell you though, that thing he's got with the where the T sits, it's like it's tough because I wailed that thing. I wailed it hard the first time yeah. If you can imagine that driver coming down and going a little too low and smashing into plastic, set it back up. Yeah, still works. Like, wow. Getting messages. Oh, yeah, that works. Yeah, so now you can only hit, yeah, see, now you can only hit this part instead of hitting that plastic piece. You can, I can almost make out the dent that I put in. Blue Line Bigfoot. Shit, I missed it. Now I'm still there. You just haven't gotten here yet. What's that? Die Hard quote. Welcome to the party. Yeah, that'll be cool. Do that too. Some point I'll be able to I gotta talk to Adam about it and see how to do it, but have the different screens and with you with your laptop being right there, we could do something like that where I'll be sitting here watching you play golf live. Pretty neat what you can do nowadays. But Blue Line Bigfoot, yes, I'm here. You haven't come on yet, but I that's another thing. Got to figure out how to start tagging people here. StreamYard, is that what it's called? Okay. Because it'd be cool to have that today, but I have to look into it. He's talking about possibly doing something later on in the middle of the month, but I gotta figure that out. I look like I'm asleep. but I'm just looking down at it. I need, if I could shorten the tripod anymore. Yeah, you would need my setup pretty much, Mark. It's not very expensive. I mean, you got the laptop, but you probably need a separate laptop to do it on YouTube. That is, uh, Facebook right now. You have to download some kind of software or some kind of something, and I'm sure they want to charge you for it. Nowadays, there used to be just a go live button on Facebook. Now there's not, which kind of sucks because I can get a bunch of people from there watching too. But a lot of people don't know that you can sign up and register on YouTube for free, and you don't have to make videos to do it. But yeah, Mark, I could tell you all the stuff I got, and if you got that stuff, it'd be pretty easy as long as you got service, um, Wi-Fi service in your tent, in your golf house, golf room. Sorry. I got this stuff. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good. Oh, I gotta show you guys. I gotta show you guys something. This here, guys, that's a wasabi plant. You can see how green that is. I've been trying to keep it going. Uh, you can see right here, I just shoved the root in the ground, or the rhizome in the ground, stem actually, and I didn't know what I was doing. The next thing you know, that's what I had. Takes a year to grow though. Takes a year before you can harvest anything off it. Yeah. Wasabi. It's right now wasabi's like 60, 80 bucks an ounce. Something like that. Shit's not cheap. But it's, you know, you go to the store, you get wasabi in a tube, what they call wasabi. It's it's most like a horseradish. That blue line Bigfoot, you're on. What's my favorite protein? Hmm. I'd have to say that's a toss up between uh red meat, steak, or cow or deer, and and fish. Chicken, you have to. It's good. Chicken, turkey, the white meat stuff, the things like that. They're good. You kind of gotta you kind of gotta add flavor to those things. So yeah, like if you just cook a piece of chicken, especially a chicken breast that's manufactured white meat, you you have to uh you have to season it. You have to marinate it. You have to do all kinds of stuff to it to keep it going. And it ends up good. Don't get me wrong, it ends up good. But my favorite protein I it's between fish and red meat. Fish and red meat. Fish first, I think, because there's so many different kinds of fish. You can have a firmer fish, you can have a lighter fish, you can have a you know, you can go through different kinds of fish, and they all taste differently. So if you don't like one, you might like another. You know what I mean? Which is quite versatile, should say, I guess. Um, so I probably have to say fish for the end result on that. Uh, and yams. Do I like yams? I don't know. If you're talking, I guess I have a question for that. Is yams the same as sweet potatoes? I mean, as I kind of like them, but they're really that's another thing that's really rich and really is sweet too. Yams. Yes, I like to say yams. It's fun to say yams. Definitely fun to say yam. Yam. Jimmy, are you here? Come over here. Please. Or stand on the table a little bit longer. But sweet potato fries. Now that's something that I haven't made yet, and you know I probably should. But here we go. Here we go, Mark. Again. Again, I gotta learn how to make a raspberry Melba sauce or a Melba sauce. Yeah, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Yeah, sweet potato fries, no, with the Melba. Yeah, but you can't. I've looked and I've looked, and I picked on Mark because we were in a restaurant, and he's like, "You got any Melba sauce?" And I'm like, "They don't know what Melba sauce." Not many people actually know what Melba sauce is. And it's like a raspberry reduction sauce, I guess you could say. It's when you get yes, yes, just yes. when you get when you get uh the jalapeno poppers with the cream cheese instead of the cheddar cheese, and you dip that into the Melba, it's like yeah, it goes good with mod sticks too. Yes, that's some delicious shit. Delicious. But sweet potato fries with Melba sauce would be awesome. I think I'll make that at some point. I yeah, I'll try to make that. There's a there's definitely debates on how to make the perfect fries as well. You know, you obviously you cut the potatoes, whether sweet potatoes or regular potatoes, into uh into the squares. You want them to be the same size. Some people end up blanching them first and then deep frying them. Some people deep fry them twice. One's on uh low heat, one's on high heat, and get them to be crispy. They have to be. You have to get them there. Favorite wings down, hands down. The pecorino romano with garlic. Basically Parmesan garlic wings, but with a pecorino cheese instead of the Parmesan. Yeah, I might do that this weekend. That'd be nice with the venison tenderloin. Mm. If you've never had that type style of wings, you don't know what you're missing. I've made them before. If you look back into my videos, you'll see that I made buffalo wings and those wings, and it's just there's nothing like garlic. Number one, and yes, venison is deer meat. Uh, and that if you've had Parmesan and you like Parmesan, Pecorino again is Parmesan made from goat's milk instead of cow's milk, and it's way better. Like once you have it, you'll see the price of it and it'll freak you out. But once you have it, you'll go, oh, okay, and then you'll probably never buy Parmesan again. So yeah, I'll make a video. I'll definitely make a video of butchering the deer. I'll make a video of of the tenderloins, of course, one hind quarter, and one front shoulder. Oh, and I got like probably a 9-pound neck roast. Ah, that thing was huge. I don't even know if I think my crock pot is big enough to hold that whole neck roast. So. Oh. Okay. Okay. I see that. I see. I see what you're saying there. I have many favorite people in this world, but for you, number one, you. I guess you go after Bigfoot. So how can you not like that, right? Two. Well, we grew up together. And three, because you're Jake's friend. Just kidding about the Jake's friend thing. But where is Jake? But he's at Gore, is he? Oh, working in the shop, man. Tune your skis right out. I can hear him saying it. Randy Douglas, Sick Dog, and Bill B. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Randy Douglas being first. Most versatile cheese is definitely cheddar. Got to be cheddar. Yeah, yeah. And Sano said it. He was probably typing that before I said it. But yeah, cheddar, definitely. And there's different kinds of cheddar too. So cheddar is in all kinds of things if you think about it. I mean, like Monterey Jack is just a different kind of cheddar, basically. Sharp cheddar, extra sharp cheddar, mild cheddar, white cheddar, yellow cheddar. Probably for everything is cheddar. Yeah. I mean, you could go with processed cheese for a lot of things too. I mean, even though I'm not a fan of it totally, but if you're making a classic American burger, you go with American cheese. You know what I mean? And you leave the cheddar at home. But but if you're talking about versatile or what goes into everything, it's pretty much cheddar. The next step down, the next one would probably be mozzarella, because mozzarella will go for anything too. Most things, you know. When you're talking about a pizza, and pizza's a little, can get a little different. You can put cheddar on it still, but mainly they like the shredded mozz. Olive, I can't. No, you guessed wrong on that one, Insano, because I like all of them. I think it's hard for me to say. I like black olives. I like green olives. I like. I think I like the green olives with the pimento, but I'd rather have the pits, the full whole green olive. Almost eat it like an apple, you know what I mean? So it's hard to say on that one. I like all olives. You know, some of the olives that they have in the stores, they've been kept in the the fluid for too long, and they start to become a little mushy. That's kind of gross. But if it was fresh, yeah. Favorite dessert? that's a that's a broad question as well. It's hard. You know, I really like. My sister-in-law made it for Thanksgiving, and I gotta learn how to make one. And I'm gonna say it: pumpkin roll. There's nothing like that. I mean, the cream cheese frosting filling stuff that you, it's just and same with you like when you make a carrot cake, you have that cream cheese frosting, and that's just it's just so good. Uh, and then you can go to like peanut butter cake, peanut butter frosting, and that's just out of this world as well. Desserts are tough. Desserts are another one. I could almost, I could almost eat pretty much eat any dessert. Eclairs, eclairs are awesome. Uh, Even ice cream. I mean, you put a nice scoop of ice cream right on a nice hot out of the oven apple pie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'll have to show me that blue line, or make a video of it and put it on to this thing called YouTube. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to pick a favorite on dessert when everything is good. Yeah, apple pie and vanilla ice cream is good. Yes, blue line. We're gonna have to make a bit. We've been talking about it for a while. I'm doing the whole thing. I still want to get Zeke involved too. Don't even, don't even. What are you looking at? Yeah. Jim was looking at my ring light. Looked like he was going to try to jump up there. Have cats, they said. It'll be great. But here. You know what else is good for dessert is fudge brownie bits. Yeah, nice thick one that's just got that center is just it's cooked, but it's not. And you put a big scoop of ice cream right on that, and that's that's good too. I some point I plan on making a carrot cake though. I do. I've always wanted to try to make a carrot cake. I know a couple people with a drone now. I want to get one guy, Mr. Slater. I forgot to tag him. I want to get him into the whole into my whole channel somehow because he's got a nice drone too, and we can collab. Even though he doesn't have a thing, but is that really your question? Did I read that right? No, no, Blue Line, no, just no. I like the old flapjacks though, but the flapper never comes out. You know what I mean? There's too many jokes you could make about that. I am answering these questions to the best of my knowledge, so. I did a pancake video. I did it with the it was one of KJS's uh uh suggestions of what to make on the time that I did your burgers. Favorite celebrity chef has to be Alton Brown. Which little backstory here. Alton Brown, about 2 weeks before I did started the live, about 2 or 3 weeks before that, he started Quarantine Kitchen and did a live Tuesday night live show every week. And when I first saw it, I first thought, how I didn't actually think he copied me, but I first thought, hey, but he was a couple weeks before me. But I'd have to say him. He's on that live show. He's hilarious. I mean, you would have thought I'm copying him, but I didn't even know he had it. But he makes gin drinks. He makes drinks every week. He makes all kinds of different food, and it's him and his wife as well. So he has two people. Uh, they play some old school jazz, which I don't know how. I gotta find some kind of something like that where I can play it without getting a copyright strike. But yeah, I'd have to say Alton Brown. I mean, Gordon Ramsay sometimes makes me think he thinks he's too good. I mean, whatever. I don't know the guy, so I can't say for certain. But he throws himself like that whole 10-minute meal thing. He throws himself right into how the fuck am I going to do that? But I'll try it. I I understand that. Uh, but for the most part, he's a little too. I don't know. He's a little too thinks his shit don't stink for me. Somewhat. Uh, and I watched who's not a celebrity chef, I guess per se, but I watch this guy Uncle Roger, and he critiques people's fried rice, egg fried rice. He loved Gordon's egg fried rice, but then couldn't stand Gordon's ramen. But that's one thing that I need to make at some point because I really want to make a true ramen. But in order to do it, it's a 4-day event. The first day, you're soft boiling eggs 6 minutes or 7 minutes, and then putting the eggs, peeling them, and putting them in a marinade, which is just mirin, soy sauce, and sake, and it's kind of cooked down a little bit. And then you put your eggs in it, and that's what takes 3 days to marinate the eggs. It takes 8 hours to make the broth or the stock. It takes 3 hours to cook the pork belly, 3 to 4 hours to cook the pork belly and get it right. So by the time you're done, you're 4 days into it, and if I started on a Tuesday, Monday, making the broth and doing the eggs, and it got to Saturday, or at least making the broth, and I got to Saturday, and then make the tare and the aromatic oil or fat grease, whatever, with maybe a little garlic, and then be able to throw it all together. I mean, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work for a couple bowls of ramen. Ramen is 5 parts. If you didn't know, ramen is 5 parts. Ramen is broth. Ramen is uh, obviously noodles. Tare, which is a seasoning to your broth. You don't really season your broth when you do this. This tare seasons your broth. Aromatic oils and toppings. That's the 5 parts of ramen. And if you don't do it right, I mean, they've been a little bit more lenient on it, but it used to be where if you didn't do it exactly that way, with exactly those ingredients, with exactly the rolled pork belly, then you couldn't call it ramen. Yeah, I know. That's yeah, that's the fakest ramen ever. Someday I'll make it though. Someday I will, because I want to. I mean, and that'll be a thing of where I'll video all the steps to it, and then on the Saturday Night Live, I'll make the tare and the aromatics, and I'll put it all together. But yeah, it looks good, and I want to try it. So, and the pork belly, you actually before you put it in for your topping, pork belly is a topping. The egg is a topping. Uh, Pickled bamboo shoots can be a topping. There's a couple other Japanese or Chinese herbs that can go into it that would be considered as toppings. But the pork belly, when you slice it, you would put it on a charcoal grill and give it just a little char before you put it in the ramen. And that's actually what they do traditionally too. But I watched the whole thing on it. Uh, 7 different parts, 7 different videos for School of Ramen. No, I don't own piping bags. I actually looked into getting a cake decorating bag because I was going to use that for the potatoes last night to squeeze them into the skins, but the ones on the tops are, yeah, I feel like that'd be a one-time use thing and I'd be throwing it in the garbage. I don't want to do that. But next time I'm you know, and next June or July, the R&D stash fish will probably be finished mounted, and I'll have to drive all the way out past Northville to pick it up. And at that point, I'll do it again. I'll run to the restaurant depot. I love that place. If you've never been there and you're into restaurants and food and all that stuff, that's where the people that own restaurants go to. That is if you don't want to order it online. Because nowadays you can pretty much order all that shit online. But to go there and get number 10 cans of nacho cheese, yeah. Yeah, I noticed you were missing there, XM. It's all right though. Well, Blue Line, I plan on kind of making it a once a year trip to go there. So I mean, this summer I'll let you know. Okay, so let me go with the air fryer question here. When you fry something, you fry it in oil or butter or whatever. The words air and fryer should just not go together. It should be called pretty much an oven. You know what I mean? But I've never had it. I've never tried it. I I can't tell you for certain how it works or or what the deal is on that. So I can't say it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just saying that air and fryer don't go together. They're not. You can't fry something with air. You just can't do it. And no, I don't have a springform pan. I have uh, a big non-stick pan, which you saw last night. I got 2 small non-stick pans, and the rest I got uh what's that stuff? Cast iron. And I think at this point that's all I use. I used the ceramic organic or organic pan for a long time. Uh I learned way back then that you shouldn't use metal on pans like that. So uh but that's when I started going, and then I got the woks, and one of the woks I believe is stainless. I'm not positive on that, but the other one's cast iron as well. But no, I don't have any spring forms. And I've never had any. I don't think I had any aluminum pans. I the rest of it is stainless steel pots, such as the double steamer that I used last night. It's all stainless steel, and they're not real thick stainless steel, but you don't really need it for steaming like that. You don't. It's not about the dispersal of heat or anything. It's just heat up an inch worth of water on the bottom and get it to steam, and it steams your vegetables. But you don't want to use aluminum pans like that. Looking right now for an alternative to using aluminum foil, actually. Because I could probably do a video someday of a comparison between aluminum foil and something else. And I'll bet you there'd be a difference in the taste. Just saying. Air fryer. That's funny. Here's another cool rock that I tumbled. That was neat. Tumbler. I got one more bag that I gotta tumble. And then it's on to whatever I find in the woods, I guess. So yeah, sweet potato fries and Melba sauce. I think I will make that. I think that'll be good. I don't think I've ever seen Jim sitting up there like that. That's usually Abby. Kind of weird. Motorized as in electrical, I'm assuming. Uh um well, we talked about what kitchen what thing I would what electrical device I would like to have earlier. And that we came up I came up with we whatever. I came up with a KitchenAid, the mixer that I would want. Um the favorite one that I have, I guess. I mean, I use the food processor an awful lot. It's it's the easiest way to just get everything chopped and as fine as you can. Sometimes you don't want it as fine. Sometimes you want to use a knife. Sometimes you want a little bit of chunkiness. But if I want to go fine, I would use the food processor, and it's probably either that or the blender at this point. Because a blender, I can make some good frozen drinks in. Good pina colada. Uh, I don't know if you know. I barely use the microwave. It's just I have it there. Every once in a great while, I'll use it for defrosting a little bit, or getting a little jump start on defrosting, I should say, because I won't totally go defrosting completely in the microwave because it ends up where you got one side that's hot and one side that's barely defrosted, and it's just you can't. And I don't really. I mean, every once in a great while, I'll get the Stouffer's lasagna and I'll toss it in the microwave or something like that. But I rarely use the microwave, so I can't really say the microwave. Uh, I mean, when it first came out, it used to be, yeah. It was a revelation. It was like, holy shit, you can cook what and what, huh? I once cooked a whole chicken in a microwave. It wasn't really good, but I did. I cooked it. It was all there. It was cooked. I'm still alive. I didn't get sick. Uh, but yeah, that would have to be probably blender or food processor. I want to get one of them handheld blenders with a little thing on the bottom where you go. I want to get one of those eventually. I just haven't gotten there. That would replace my food processor though if I did that. Because then I could just put it in a dish and just go and it'd be done. Possibly. I mean, who knows? I've looked at Walmart spread, all them nice things. KitchenAid, Cuisinart, pretty much anything. I mean, if you don't have a lot of money, you can get something that'll work for you. It might not work the best, I shouldn't say. Let me clarify this. Everything works, no matter what. Everything, like when you're talking food processor, every one of them will chop up your food as fine as you want it. Just depends on how much work you have to do to get it to do that. Now, like we were talking earlier about the Vitamix with the blender. Now there's a different animal, though. That's a whole different thing. Yeah, but it's still. I mean, if you're making pina coladas in a blender, your cheapest blender will make the greatest pina colada. It doesn't change. That's all about the ingredients you add. So I don't really totally recommend anything because most of it works. I mean, like I said, Cuisinart uh, and KitchenAid are two really good brands, and if you're doing it every day, those are what you want because those are ones that won't break on you. But if you're not working in a restaurant, and I wouldn't worry about brands. Get get what you can afford. Homeowners model, even. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's like saying to a carpenter, what would what tools would you get? Carpenter will tell you what tools he gets for his business, but that has nothing to do with what you're going to do as a homeowner. You go get the Ryobi or the Black and Decker, whatever. It doesn't matter. You know, if you're not using it constantly every day, you don't have to get something that's that pricey. Yes, someday I want one. Yeah, I do. Mm, Immersion blender. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Vitamix is a brand for that. Ninja. Now that stuff looks cool. But then again, it looks cool. You know, hello, with guns, when it looks cool, they outlaw it. Never mind. I didn't, yeah, didn't say that. Someday, I might start my own, a separate channel from this, and I might do a political thing, political talk. But for the most part, I try to, yeah, I try to keep that stuff off RTTV. No place for that here, pretty much. Here and there, I mean, I'll throw my little jabs out, but whatever. But someday I'll have a separate channel that'll be nothing but that. And that's just because it's kind of really popular right now. It's trending. Yeah, we all know about the Vitamix, and and the money, and it's KitchenAid. Hey, you get one of them mixers that I want, and you're talking about $250, $300. The way I figure it, everything you want in this whole world is going to cost you $300, no matter how you do it. Pretty much. Unless you want a new car, then it's going to be 300,000. Ryobi. What about your black and pepper? You put Cajun seasoning on that? I know some guys that run Ryobi though, and it's not that bad. They've gotten better. But it's still not something that I would take out every day. And I'm finding there's not many brands out there. I mean, even you can get the best Milwaukee, you can get the best DeWalt. It's still not. Are you high? You know, it's all still gonna fail. Something that you use every day is not going to. I mean, I say that, but I got a 50-inch, 55-inch TV behind you, and that thing has been going for the last 20 years. So at least that thing's at least 20 years old. But you can get a TV like that now for half the amount that I paid for that. Less than half the amount that I paid for that. That's how old that TV is. It still works great though. That TV dies, and it's time to change my life. And yes, I have my bike in here, and my inversion table, which isn't mine, it's the boss's, and Hinder, and my mother's obituary, and Pink Floyd, and Styx, and me again. Oh, Mark just sent me a video. Must be he's golfing. This is kind of just like what you had there, Blue Line Bigfoot. So here we go. Yeah, I know, Mark. I'm playing it. Oh, oh. Yeah. It's pretty awesome. I mean, I remember the one you had, Adam, Blue Line, and I pretty much think it's about the same thing. But it shows where you hit the ball on the club. It shows how your swing came through. It shows all kinds of shit. It's pretty neat. Yeah, definitely. KRS-One has a 55-inch TV. Back when KRS-One was out, the 55-inch TV was like $5,000. I mean, mine was 1,100 though. Nowadays you can get that fucking thing for 300. But yeah, nice video, Mark. It kind of shows, the whole setup too with a laptop and the spin. It's a 12 by 20 room that he's got out there, so 9'6" in the center for height. Oh, I think he had to move it off to the side a little bit because on my backswing of my drive, I would come up and hit the back side of the ceiling, the lower part. Which, whatever, as long as it didn't damage my club, I didn't care. Or the tent. Big canvas just on the top of the thing. But it is pretty cool, though. I will say that. And it'll keep you golfing all throughout the winter. Yeah, I know. Blue Line. Do you still have that hooked up? Yeah, do you still have it saved hooked up? Yes, I figured that, Insano. I kind of figured that. Yeah. And yeah, like I said, when KRS-One was putting out that song, it was $5,000 for one of them TVs. I don't even know if they had it in 1080p at that point. There's one for you. When KRS-One put out that song, did they have 1080p? I don't think they did. No, this right here, a lot easier than cooking. Why didn't I make the live about this instead of cooking? Christ. Save some money and all that other stuff. Just kidding. Oh, and Blue Line, Big Book. As per your question last night for the knives and all that stuff, after thinking about it, after one use, though, only one use, I like that Camp Garuda knife. I like the big one. It's in the other video that's before this where the power fucked up on this thing, so you'll have to look at that to know what I'm talking about. But and not like I'm trying to sell his knives or stuff down there. I want, hey, but it was the lightest. It was the best to chop with. It was nice to make the chopped up yeah, chopped up bacon with it. I mean, no, definitely was way after that. Yeah, 720p then. Yeah, so 1080 wasn't even a thing yet. Well, it was. I'll bet you it was thought about at that point, because I know you had 480i before that. So 1080p or 720p. Yeah, okay. Now super 8 million plus. Yeah, I know. 8K. Yeah. Well, my GoPro 9 did 5K right until it hit the bottom of the fucking river. Uh, oh, giant score. Yeah. Was it 10-0 now or 10-7? I I have gone up there to the Indian River and looked at the area. And if that river goes down enough, there is a possibility that I could find it. Slim, but there is a possibility. Right where I lost it too is right, damn near right next to the shore. So I take my metal detector up there. There's a possibility. So yeah. Yeah. So this is a typical Sunday for me. Sometimes. I mean, sometimes I go metal detector, but usually it's sitting here watching YouTube videos. And I watch a lot of those. Well, I watch a lot of cooking as well. Hey, Mustard Blaster, what's up, buddy? I'm doing a live Q&A. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask. What besides what's up? Because yeah, I just told you that, but you know, Jim is out. Look, look. Jim is right. Oh, no, oh, whatever. See, fucking cats. Just when I want to say, look, he's out, he's like, look, he's awake now. Oh, he's going down. He's going down. How many Adirondactors does it take to unscrew a light bulb? Sorry, I just had to say it. You wind yourself right up for that one. 46. Yeah, I figured the number would be around there somewhere. He's out. It was funny. Usually Abby's up there. Yes, 46. Wow. So yeah, I don't have anything else to do today. But to sit here and look at this shit. See how my battery's doing. Oh, 73% now. Ah, that's a good question. That's a good question. Bison is good. Don't get me wrong. Bison is good. But I don't know. But it's a lot of. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that just don't do the gaminess of wild animals such as deer. Me, I somewhat like that. So, although the bison, I think the bison is better than most of the cow that we get. Not all, but most of the cow that we get. Uh, but if you give me a steak side by side, just like regular, say hind quarter steak, bison and venison, and you give me say steak sauce with that, uh, I'm going to use the steak sauce for the bison, but probably not for the venison. So the flavor of the venison, I think, is a little bit better. Because, like I said, I like that little touch of gaminess that you can, But then again, I'm aging this deer in my fridge for 10 days. It'll be 12 days total with the hanging, 12 or 13. But so, yeah, and that takes a lot of the toughness and a lot of the tenderness or a lot of the gaminess out of it when you do that as well. But I'd probably have to go for venison on that. That's one of the few questions on here that I actually, you know, can answer straightforward and give you a definitive. I would go for venison. That, like I said, don't get me wrong, bison's good and better than most cuts of the cow that I've had. But between cow and bison, they're about equal. If you go get the bison that they sell at Walmart's, and you go get some cow that they sell at Jacob and Tony's, you're really not going to be able to tell that much of a difference. You will, but I'll almost say that you'll like the cow from Jacob and Tony's better than bison from Walmart's. Now, if you go to a bison store out on Ridge Road, and then go to Jacob and Tony's, you'll be comparable. You'll be pretty much the same, though. I mean, yeah, it depends on the cook and everything else. I mean, at that point, but you go get some deer meat, some venison, a steak of venison, tenderloin, whatever you want, and either Jacob and Tony's or the bison place, I'm still gonna like that venison better. And that's just a preference, though. That's just a preference. That's not saying that's what you should like, or it's an opinion. Everybody has different taste buds. I mean, just like everybody sees their reality differently from everybody else, everybody tastes everything differently from everybody else. So, I mean, there's some things obviously that's like when that's good is good. You can't deny that it's not good. But there's few things like that, and like I talked to Adam once. Uh, I strive to make things taste like that super awesome ice cream that you need another spoonful of. And doesn't matter how full you get, you still need to try it again. That's what every chef, cook, whatever strives for. When you're trying to make something good, that's what you want it to come out with. And for me, that last night, that Wagyu, that was almost where it's at, like there. So then again, it depends on the cut of beef and where you get it too. If the Japanese were in charge of raising white-tailed deer like they do their Wagyu cows, it'd be it'd be absolutely amazing. I'm sure. Although I don't think you could make a deer be that. How do I put it? Lazy, lethargic. You know, deer move around a lot more than what a cow does. But then again, that's because they're wild. But I guess if you substitute, if we didn't have, if imagine this, okay, just imagine this: a cow being wild and the deer being domesticated. Now at that point, would the deer be like 500 pounds and the cow be like 180? Think about it. I mean, and the bulls would have the horns, and we'd go by length of horn instead of how many points. Hmm. So so you can go once again. You can go into the variables of, you know, what would you rather have? But because of the way it is, maybe on some other planet, the cows were in the deer's place and the deers were in the cow's place. But here, I'd rather have the deer. So, good question though. That gives you a lot more thought there, though, doesn't it? Because the bison were like the deer, right? They were out there. You can get some 600-pound. Yeah, yeah. I've heard of Japanese people eating horse. I've actually heard of that. I don't think. I don't know. Yeah. And no, I've never had wild hog. No, I'd like to. I'd like to go hunt wild hog. That'd be fun. So, in case you guys are wondering, every food item that I bought, with the exception of wasabi, which I ordered, but everything else was bought from either Tops, Price Chopper, or Walmart's. 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 Gotta say it right. You know, you gotta get it. Walmart's. Okay, but yeah, they were all bought from those stores. Every all of it, pretty much. Kanichiwawa? Yes. Yes, that too. Uh, although I did have the nachos that one time, and that 10 number 10 can was from Restaurant Depot, but you know, nothing was bought from a specialty place or a specialty store. I mean, you guys yourselves can get all of that. You can get a lot of it from Tops. The Jacob and Tony's. Sorry, Jacob and Tony's too. I I'm not a fan of ham, so I don't end up at Oscars that much. Although I've met the owner, but just, that's Rachel Ray's thing. Which I just recently got back into watching some of her stuff. But she's been off. When her house burnt, she took a break, and it was pretty, you know. But I've always loved the stuff that she cooks, so tell you the truth. I don't think she's one of the best cooks, but I think I'd like to try a lot of that stuff. But then again, some of it, it's a little overboard. There's a little bit too much stuff in there. Yes, I remember the shepherd's pie. What is it? The fucking, I can't even remember now. Yeah, I remember that. I've tried not to have that. I watched that video the next day. I looked right at them two pans. I saw them sliding. I slid them up. And then I just turned around and did something else. Yep. Yeah, that was a pretty drunk one, I have to say. And it was drunk enough to where I was thinking of doing something else, and by the time I got to the video, I was totally on a whole different program, I guess. I don't know. That was another thing about Gordon Ramsay too. Ramsay was in that. Right. English bastard, wanker, donut. Yeah, because technically shepherd's pie is supposed to have lamb in it, I guess. But whatever. If it doesn't have lamb, it's called something else. I can't even remember now. I think I'll revisit that though. Because I remember royally fucking that up. But that was another one that I fucked up, but it was still good. Except for the stuff that was on the floor. But yeah, that was a bad one. That's one of those ones that I took off. Deleted. Hit that. Delete, delete, delete. Nah, nah. There's only 2 episodes that I've deleted off the internet. And that's in a year and 3/4 every weekend. So hey, that's not bad. I've tried now to put a slash and a label them so that kind of keep track. But you know, when YouTube kicks me off 4 times, or technical difficulties. For a while, I had technical difficulties, just like I did today. Oh, it's charging now, so not a good connection somewhere as it was. Yeah. What else are we at? Oh, I watched Fast and Furious 9. That's some good stuff. Always have fun with those. Haven't gotten much into any other movies though yet. Been a while. Getting more into YouTube than anything. So, the office I was clearing out, making, you know, kind of got cluttered real quick. I got lots of stuff. But let me show you where magic is gonna happen. Maybe someday. Oh, it's dark. So you can see I got a chair. There's a bunch of stuff in it. I can sit down here. Oh, okay. Check this out. Microphone system. Had that for a while. Yep. Haven't really. I used it once, I think. I got my desk here, you know. Somewhere's there I can kind of put my maybe laptop and do some editing, or I can try to put it over on that desk, and no, probably not. I can play some music and work out. Not at the same time, by the way. Let kitties run around in their houses. Heat up the thing without the furnace. Yeah, I got too much stuff, I know. But you guys check out this stuff. Cool glass case I got from the Greens. Somewhere, right top. I don't remember where. I think it's on the corner. I think it's in here. But glass pipes, some jars, some glass bottles. There's some Coke bottles back here. Little cool, probably perfume bottles. Some balls there. Lara Croft. Got the Empire State Building. Rubik's Cube, baseball. We got some Star Trek. Kyle Petty there. Another just Matchbox. This is Tron. Keychain collection a little bit. Pipe that I had since forever. Seashells. These are for Journey to the Center of the Earth. I do have the movie, and it actually does work. Yes. Trading Post. Got Rocket when I worked at Gore, Bruce and my guide license certificate when I got that. Geodes, that's what these are. Got your marker. Geodes, I won them in high school for building. I think Chris Waters and I built, either Chris Waters or Jason Monroe and I built grew the biggest crystal, and that's what we got for it. Found this in a trailer at a job. There are actually pieces in here, which is one missing. Yeah, there you go. There's one of those that are missing. That's the way I found it. Camel box, bunch of stuff in there. Old school mail cart here. This is from Blue Mountain Museum. I actually had to glue that stamp back on there. You got your Bart and your Homer, your 2009 Hudson River rafting, or whitewater derby pen, older scope that I had on gun, my Super Ball collection. I got almost all the whole set of pool balls. Corvette back there. Yeah. Somewhere's it lights up too, and I can't remember where that is. Might be. There's a hook up there. Oh. Okay. Wait. There it is. Yeah, there's a little lit up, right? I mean, little. It's a light though. Ah, you got LT too, and a Adam Hyde would probably totally recognize that thing because somewhere's on there. Yeah, and there says AH. Yeah, I still got it. My class ring is in here as well. Another ring, just sterling silver ring. Bought that a while ago. Class ring that I found, not now metal detecting. Another one that I bought there. Marble. Put that back. My brother Matt was fucking with one of them. My brother Ryan's the other day. Acoustic, shotgun, electric, bass. Yeah. It's all down here. I got too much stuff, I know. $3 later, yeah, no. Oh, it's hilarious, isn't it? But anyways, always fun hanging out with you guys anyways, you know that. I think I'm gonna go for 4 o'clock. I think I'm gonna go for 4 o'clock. So if you have any questions, ask them now, or you have to drive to my house and ask me. Holy shit, that's funny. Something I forgot to mention. I don't know if you can see them though. There you go. See those mirrors? One says Tiger, one says Corvette, the other says Coca-Cola. Yeah, see, Coca-Cola, Corvette, and Tiger. The whole family with Rob and I looking off into the distance. The thing if I recognizes some mirrors. I'll tell you where those mirrors are from on Saturday when we go live. But if you guess where the mirrors came from before that, with a comment on this video, I'll give you a surprise. So, you got a week. First person to guess it. I kind of doubt you will, but whatever. I have told a few of you, I believe. And it might actually be in one of the videos somewhere. Just saying. And that's all you get out of me. I might hold a couple more contests like that. You never know. I got a lot of stuff, so get rid of it somehow, right? No, I'm not giving you Jim. Or Rare Abby. And they're both fixed, so you know, the last of their kind. Yes, Jim. What? What? Mr. Jim. He was looking at the screen weird right there. I think he saw himself. So, that Japanese knife came with knife oil, which is interesting. I have to look at the paperwork they sent. Might be something that you put on the knife just to store it. What are you doing? His mouse is down there. Jim, what are you doing now? You dropped your mouse way over there. I think I kind of got him, but he dropped his mouse around the corner there. All right. Well, it's getting there. 20 more minutes. 20 more minutes, and then I'm starting up YouTube. Probably play some music. Talk about some music. Yeah, you all know I like me some heavy metal. There's a new band called, well, I guess it's not new, but there's a band called Seven that I've been getting into. Talented boys there. Nonpoint decided that they were gonna not make a new album all at once and just put out a couple singles and then send out the album. They decided they were gonna put each song out separately about 3 to 4 months apart on YouTube until they had all the songs out on YouTube, and then put them all together and put them onto an album, which I think is a really smart idea. It gets people to listen to pretty much every song. They put out recently the first one was a song called Ruthless. It's called Ruthless. That's pretty good. It's not totally. I guess I wouldn't consider it totally heavy metal, but it's pretty close. And you can imagine by the name Ruthless. It's kind of more of a rap metal, though, if you really want to say that kind of term, but whatever. And then they put out the remake of Dove's Cry by Prince. That's pretty neat. The version that they put onto the radio is different from the version that they did for the video. Simple Minds. The song Fragile Minds. Or is it Simple Minds? It's something like that. But Fragile, they put out a song called Fragile Minds, and that's pretty good. They're starting to get back on tour now. On Octane, they've been playing over and over the tour that they just did. Mr. Bungle? No, I don't think so. I could try it. Look it up. Funny thing is I can look it up right there. I can't play it. They'll give me one of them copyright strikes if I play it. Watch out, Jim. He just follows me around like this all day. With his mouse right next to him, waiting for me to pick it up and throw it. He is a, go fetch cat. That's why I call him my cog. Half cat, half dog. Not his own best friend. Tell me what movie that's from. He just wants to come over and step on the keyboard like, hey, how you doing? You gonna pet me already? I mean, come on. I'm standing on your table now, swishing my tail around. Why can't you just keep loving me forever? Where's my mouse? Oh, I tell you. He's a character. Give me a mouse. Oh, I got the other one too. Slid right by it. Look, there's this guy RT that's alive. Ooh, oh. MR. Bungle. Hey. You mean that guy? Right there? Full album, 1991. Racking Your Mind. A year ago, it looks like he had more stuff. That guy? Because, no. Never. Here, I think YouTube will allow just this. Play all. Oh, yeah. Can I play a YouTube ad on YouTube? Okay, we're gonna fast forward it a little bit. We're gonna play. Okay, that sounded kind of cool. Oh, Mr. Bungle. Wow, it goes from. I don't know about that. I'd have to listen to the whole thing. You know what I mean? 339K views. 2014. There's some stuff from 7 months ago. Is that remustard? Mustard? Let's just go right there. Okay, when did we get back into Amagama? Yeah, exactly. Okay. I see what it is. I see what it is. I don't know. I don't know if I get into that too much. Yeah, it's almost like a jazzy. Yeah. Yeah. Jason. Mustard. I'm sure you like it. I'll do a couple more here and there, but I'll check it out. But so far, that's just a little weird. You know. No. I'm thinking more like, you know. Yeah. Sorry. Silent Theory. That's what it is. Oh, these songs play just like that. That one's a good one too. Take this right there. Yeah, or like that. I better stop that before they give me a strike. By the way, that's Lamb of God. Memento Mori. It's really good. Yeah. So, anyways, that's what I've been getting into in that way. And you know, I'll keep on doing the metal detecting. I'll try to see if I can put out that little biking bit this week. And then try to get out another. Want to try to get out another metal detecting. Of course, I'm going to keep on going with live. I'm going to do the butchering of the deer. That should be a good video. You know, keep on going. As all of you should keep on going as well. You know, when you stop, you die. And I ain't going to stop until I'm dead. So, yeah, we can go with that stuff too there, Mustard Plaster. Sure. Sure. I'll do all that. Will anthrax never hurts. Suicidal tendencies, yeah. Phantasm, I've heard a little bit of yeah. Infectious Grooves, I heard a couple songs from them. Another one is, was it Odd something? Yeah. What is that? If I could. They're really odd. I mean, the name says it all. Oddco. Yeah. Yeah, look up Oddco. Oddco Disobey. Here, I'll even put it right here. Nope. Yeah, try that one. You want to get into some odd stuff. And Siren Song, which is they just came out with 2 days ago. Siren Song. You'll see that once you put in Oddco, it'll come up. Yeah, they're a bit weird. Yeah, I think it's cool, kind of cool though, but they are a bit weird. Hmm. But music's fun, always fun. But either way, it's been fun talking, man. It really has. Adam, Blue Line, yeah. Must, yeah. Blue Line Bigfoot. I'll have to get over to your house. We'll have to talk about that program, that thing. I'm looking back to see where it is. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I will do some sweet potato fries this weekend, and I gotta look up and figure out how to make some Melba sauce. I guess come that time. It's all right. It's gonna be good. And well, yeah, Streamyard. We'll learn about Streamyard this week. I'll stop over and we'll have a conversation here. So, but anyways, it was fun. This was a fun time. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yam. Yam. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. We'll make all that. Once I know how to make Melba sauce, Mark, I'll bring it to you. Bring it. I'll show Heidi how to make it, and you can have it all the time. But uh yeah. So love you guys once again as usual. Uh, I will see you in the next one. So, bam.